Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about innovation. So what can companies do to improve their basketball shoes? And of course, we're just going to go crazy and just go with like the craziest things that we can think of as far as like plausible things that they can do as far as companies right now. And we're gonna go through each category and see what we can do. And of course, if you guys have any other ideas, tell us down in the comment section below. But let's get it started off with the traction. And I feel like Under Armour kind of was innovative, you know, as far as the Curry 8 goes. The Curry 8, they removed the rubber outsole completely. As you guys all know, in most basketball shoes, the rubber outsole as well as the midsole take up most of the weight in a basketball shoe. I would say more of the midsole, but the outsole is pretty heavy as well. Rubber is quite heavy. So if you have a lot of it, you know, it tends to make the shoe a little bit heavier. And obviously, the less material you use, the lighter the shoe is going to be. And also, I guess, the cheaper it's going to be to manufacture for the company, right? So I guess they were innovative and they did a good job with the Curry 8 and removing the outsole, and also the midsole material is very grippy, right? But how about we make like a different material? I don't know, some rubber blend of something else, I don't know, where it's just really durable, right? So we have no issues with durability and it'll last a long time, which obviously will be counterintuitive for a company. Like a company would never want a shoe to last a long time because obviously they want us to use the shoe, go through it really quickly and buy another one. So I mean, I guess companies wouldn't want to do that, but I mean, if they can, that'd be awesome, you know. So super durable outsole and just something that has an insane bite, you know. Just it stops on a dime no matter what surface you're on. And if they could just, you know, invest in some R&D and then engineer a material that can, you know, handle different surfaces, be very durable, no matter how much dust is on the outsole, it'll just always grip, and that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So the rubber outsole, I mean, it kind of sucks because the outsole is something that's really important. Obviously for a basketball shoe, traction is important, and I feel like most people don't want to be sliding around when they're playing ball, you know. So traction, I would feel like is a very important category for most, like all people, you know. And it's like a category where you don't really see a whole lot of innovation. I guess the rubber outsole pattern is different in all shoes, but like that doesn't really change the performance all too much, you know. It's more on the rubber compound. So I wish companies would change that, but I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, that's just something that I want to see changed. But anyways, there's that. Moving on to the cushioning setup. Of course, my ideal cushion would be something like a Zoom Strobel, you know, or a really nice foam that feels very similar to React, right? But how about we make it thinner, right? So if, I don't know, whatever company, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, can do some R&D and then make a foam compound that's just super thin, just imagine being like 5 millimeters off the ground with just the midsole. How insane would that be? So you would get an insane low to the ground feel, but imagine if that 5 millimeter thick cushion would give you maximum impact protection, so you don't feel pain when you land. It feels soft and very comfortable and very well cushioned and also bouncy. You know, I wonder if that's possible. You know, maybe like 8 millimeters thick. Probably 5 millimeters is like very impractical, and I don't know if that's possible, but that would be really cool. And also the cushion being that low to the ground would also mean that, you know, obviously the center of gravity is lower, so you would be less prone to rolling your ankle, right? So that would be awesome. So in the near future, hopefully, if that was possible, that would be awesome. But I don't think that is. Maybe like 10 millimeters thick, you know. And if they can make it 10 millimeters thick and then just make it super nice, where you don't have to worry about cushion, that would be awesome. But anyways, there's a cushioning setup there. As far as the materials go, I don't know. I couldn't really think of anything creative, you know, as far as like a material goes, because like I always say, material is not the most important category for me. As long as it's like soft and comfortable and cozy and supportive, then it's fine with me. So if it's like a knit material that we've seen like in the Curry 8, then I'm fine with it, to be honest. As far as innovation go, I don't know, like what else could we do differently? You know, we've seen like performance knits, we've seen like a hybrid of materials like mesh materials and like textile materials and synthetic materials and all of this. And I wonder what else we can do as far as materials go, you know. Like I don't really think there's anything else, but obviously that's just from what I was thinking, and I'm not super creative with that. So if you guys think of something creative, tell us down in the comment section below. As far as the fit goes, so fit, course, everyone has a different size foot, and not only that, everyone has a different preference, right? So you can have a skinny foot but also really want like a very roomy fit, which I don't know, like a lot of my friends like for some reason. Like my friend, he's like, dude, I can't fit in your shoes. Your shoes are like way too small. Because I told him my size, and I was like, dude, just try it on. And then it fit. Like his foot like fit into my shoe. But then he was like, I don't really like the fit. I like to have a very roomy fit. And he and he literally wears like a size and a half bigger for all of his ball shoes, which is kind of weird, but obviously that's his preference. So obviously it would be very hard to cater toward all the different sizes and also all the size preferences. And of course, Nike has their, you know, like the automatic lacing system, which I mean, I feel like in the future, if they can make it way lighter and a lot faster, then it would be a lot more practical. But like right now, it just makes the shoe way too heavy, way too bulky and stuff like that, and it makes the cushion a lot thicker than it has to be. So obviously in the future, if they can improve that, that'd be awesome. But as far as like the fit goes and lacing system goes, it's pretty hard, to be honest. Like I think the most efficient way is just regular laces, or just having like straps, you know, like for example, like the LeBron Soldier line, they have some really cool, just like only straps on the shoe, which work pretty damn nicely, you know? I don't really have any problems with it. It's super quick, and you have straps in either the forefoot, midfoot, and also in the ankle area, so you can get like more of a custom fit to like each area of the shoe. So again, I couldn't really think of anything creative, but if you guys come up with something, tell us down in the comment section below. And also, as far as support and lockdown goes, that's not super hard, you know. It's you just put a lateral piece, whether it be the outsole or the midsole or like a plastic piece on the lateral side of the shoe, you have good lateral support. And then for lateral stability, all you need is like a wide base or an outrigger. So that's not something that we need changed all too much either. All right, moving on to the weight of the shoe. I feel like that is something that can be worked on. You know, obviously there's a lot of components that go into weight for a basketball shoe. Like I mentioned before, we have the outsole, we got the midsole, and of course we have the upper, right? So the outsole, you can go Under Armour's route and just remove the outsole completely and just use the midsole. You know, that's a good option, I guess. Or we can go the other route, add an outsole if you want, but that will add weight. Also for the midsole, like I said, the midsole usually takes up a good amount of the weight in the shoe, and that's just R&D. You know, all you need to do is research and make a foam compound that's very, very light, you know, and a lot of companies don't really do this for some reason. You know, Puma, pretty heavy foams. New Balance, same with Adidas. I mean, Boost and Balance, very, very high density foams. Under Armour, I would say they're pretty good. Hover and Flow are very low density foams, which makes the shoe overall really, really light. And Nike, I feel like does it the best. You know, React, Lunarlon, and all that are very, very low density foams as well. So obviously the foam in the cushion is super important. And then the material, if you can make it very, very thin, not add a whole bunch of, you know, bulk and like overlays and stuff like that. Just keep it super simple. Keeping the shoe light isn't very, very hard to do. So yeah, as far as basketball shoes go, I mean, I feel like it's been pretty damn innovative, especially in the last decade. If you look back then, it was like leather materials, synthetic materials, super bulky, very, very heavy, very clunky, and very boot-like. You know, it feels like a boot, literally. And then throughout the years, they've been improving upon basketball shoes, making them lighter and still very, very supportive with really, really good cushion and very, very good traction. So I feel like it's going in a good direction, but I feel like it's been pretty stale or very, very similar for the past couple of years as far as ball shoes go. One good thing though is that the technologies are very, very common nowadays. So even like smaller companies like, you know, Anta, I guess they're not like super small, but they're not like very, very large companies like Nike, you know, they can get like knit materials and very, very nice quality foams and just put it together very, very nicely and make a great performing shoe and give it to us for very, very cheap. But anyways, tell us what you guys think should be changed or you guys want changed in the future, and just get super creative with it. It doesn't really have to be practical. I don't know, you guys can put springs in the cushion if you want, you know? So anyways, tell us down in the comment section below your thoughts. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.